Good evening, Dr.
Good evening
Bodhi.
to you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm all right, thank you.
Great.
All right. Now, somebody has written how I didn't want to test outside. Okay, I'll answer that question in a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what I said is you can attach to the world very lightly.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you
very
can't bring
light.
this without hurting you. That's the point. You can attach to the world without hurting you. That's what Buddha said. That's what Buddha did. The Buddha talked about other people, talked to the other people, associated with them. Everything is done, but very lightly. Attachment is very lightly. Okay. Straight away, we go to number 3 of the verses. Number 3, please. I'll
All right.
quickly come to number 6 and 7, but I just want to tell something related to these things. Number 3, please. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Number
Here
3.
it
Yeah.
is. Number 3.
Okay. Now it says number 3. Yeah, that says yang kinchi vittang idava hurangva. What I said that if somebody start to practice what is going to said and done here, that person itself is going to realize how good that is. So what that happens there is the person's intellectuality is going to develop by doing this. Okay, practicing. Now, when you practice something, when you do that, you come to know how good this is. That is all the intellectuality, noble intellectuality. So that's why it says idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. Why it says buddhe? It is the noble intellectuality that's going to develop through that part. First and second line tells how that person is going to develop the intellectuality. That person itself says, Nano samangati tat. I have never realized or achieved such a great state in my life earlier. So that builds up the noble intellectuality. That is why it says the idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. So Buddha is the noble intellectuality, which implies or which explains from that verse itself. Can you understand what I said there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, good. So that is how you detect or judge. Why Buddha said Idampi Buddhe here? When you read the lines before that line, Idampi Buddhe Ratanam, before that line, there are 3 lines normally. So those 2 lines or 3 lines would tell the reason. Okay?
Yeah.
That is the way to read that. So I'm just explaining how to read it and understand and why Buddha said this, why Buddha said Idampi Buddhe, why Buddha said Idampi Dhamme, why Buddha said Idampi Sanghe. So each verse should explain why it is so. If you read it carefully and understand very well, yes, you can judge. You can find out why Buddha said that. In this particular case, number 3, it's very, very clear or clearer to us why Buddha said it is Buddha, because it builds up our intellectuality or noble intellectuality. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, you go to number 4 now. 4 says, number 4, yeah, thank you. So we go to number 4. Fourth line says, Idampi dhamme ratanam panitam. So go to
Mm.
fourth line says idampi dhammi. Now this entire verse is based on to develop Dhamma. What is Dhamma? What you contain in your system to have normal speed or the speed of equanimity. So you are
Yeah.
trying to bring your system to calm situation by maintaining your speed. By
Yeah.
containing Dhamma, what is Dhamma? That is awesome Dhamma, not unawesome Dhamma. So it has got two meanings. Dhamma has got two meanings. You are containing the wholesome Dhamma to the main idea is to bring your speed down to the neutral level or harmonious level or,
Mm.
or the level of
Mm.
equanimity or upekha. So gradually you are trying to bring that to that level. So that is why it says Kayang viragang amatang panitang. If you take out all your repetitive actions that you were doing earlier,
Yeah.
then your system is going, you are going to give the system to calm down. You are allowing the system to calm down. You are taking the bad items from the system, the containments, which are hurting the system. Now, see, that's
Yeah.
how you look at it. So it's very clear, very, very clearly said and done by Buddha. So it's a matter of us to find out how it is done by the Buddha or said by the
Yeah.
Buddha.
Yes.
Kayang viragang, thank you. Kayang viragang amatang panitang. It is a good taste. Panitang means good taste, but it's a good uh, experience, as I said. So
Experience is
yeah,
better.
yeah, good
It's
experience
concept.
when
Yeah.
you are not. Now it's like this. For example, so I'll give you examples. Say some thought which is uh, you had a thought long time ago. You had a argument with somebody or something like that. Say so that argument is troubling you. It's sitting there in your system as a very tiny part in your system at whenever it comes out, whenever you don't want or it hurts you, it recalls you. So that is what is called the raga. So it's coming out. How? We don't know. It comes out in its own. The problem, yeah, it's sitting there. Why? We didn't ignore that situation. We didn't take it out that time. So it's still sitting there. We have to take it out. So
Mm.
that is the viraga or raga. When you take it out, don't bring it
Mm.
back. When you take
Yeah.
it out, don't bring it back. Then your dhamma, your speed, your containments within the system are helping you to bring down your speed.
Yeah.
So you are taking out all the unnecessary things from your system. So kayang viragang amatam panitang yatadaka sakya muni samahito. Then you are getting close to the arahants because they are totally purified their system. So we want to come closer to them, their system. We want to be like them. All right?
Yeah.
That's the idea. Okay, now go to 5 because we discussed these things. I just pointing out the way this was preached by the Buddha with Dhamme.
Mm.
So that is a Dhamma. Then number 5 also Dhamma. Now see,
Yes.
5 also Dhamma. Then what is said above should in par with that, should go with
Mm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yam Buddha Setto Parivarna Yesu Ching. If somebody is going to develop that intellectual ability, that is Buddha. Now see, young
Yeah.
Buddha. So Buddha
Young
is,
Buddha.
yeah, yeah. If somebody is going to develop the noble intellectuality, Setto, the great intellectuality. Setto means great. If somebody
Mm.
is going to develop that, gradually switching by, taking out all the bad things again, then the
Yeah.
Dhamma comes. Then the Dhamma comes.
Yes, yes.
Parivarna Yesuching in a systematic manner. Parivarna means systematically or gradually,
Systematically.
little by little. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Parivarna. Parivarna is the first line. It has got the Parivarna, not there. Parivarna is in the first line.
Mm,
Parivarnya, that's in the first line. So
mm,
what it says is if somebody is going to get this great noble intellectuality by purifying the system itself, parivarna yesuching, then samadhimanam, samadhi means that state is going to
yeah.
increase. That
Mm,
state that you are going to achieve is going to increase little by little gradually.
mm,
Mana, tarikanya mahu, to reach that highest level. Samadhinatena samo navijyasi, such a stabilization of peaceful system is nothing to compare with. Nanos samangat, you can't, nano is never, you cannot compare with anything else. It appears that there is no any other way to achieve that unique situation, samadhi.
thank you. Mm,
And samadhinatena samo navijyati idampi dhamme. My speed is reducing now because I'm taking out all the unnecessary things. Suching is the word to aim at. Suching, the first
touching.
line, last term. So that is what Buddha said. You clean up your system, suching, to
Mm,
bring about noble intellectuality, bring the noble intellectually little by little, whatever you have. Now you might think I don't have that much of intellectuality. No, you have it. It is hidden. So bring it up and use
mm,
whatever you have got. Then once you use that, when you realize it's working, you put more effort, effortlessly. Effortlessly, you put more effort. That is what is called virya. Virya means your ability. You are going to use your potential. How to use your
yeah.
potential in this situation? Well, you use whatever available, maybe at a lower level, doesn't matter. You use your all the potential that you have got along this line, not on the other side where the hurting things are, promoted. No, we are going to take the system away from that with the little bit of power, the energy, whatever you call intellectuality you have got, then gradually you build up that to a higher level.
Yes.
That is how you do that, because some people say, I have not I have not, used to this, I can't practice this, that, so many excuses. No, Buddha didn't ask you to do straight away. You can't get into that level straight away, because Buddha had how many lives? How many lives Buddha had before achieving the Buddhahood? Unbelievable lives, immeasurable lives. And then
Yeah.
final life, how many years? 6 years, just to analyze and practice took 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
we can do it in 20 years, we are great. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Buddha did it in 6 years, we did it in 20 years. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that is idampi dhamme ratanam panita. Now it's dhamma dhamma. So
Mm,
first one is Buddha, second one is Dhamma, third one is Dhamma. So two items, that is 4 and 5 for Dhamma, 3 is for Buddha. First
yeah.
one is different, second one is different, third one start with Buddha. Because the first one explains where we are, second one explains what's the solution to be done, or
Mm-hmm.
solution to be used, sorry, the strategy to be used, sorry. Then the outcomes are, you know, outcomes have to be built up by ourselves, by uh, promoting our intellectual ability and reducing the speed and the right containments in the system.
Yes.
In other words, so I'm explaining in different manner so that you can grasp exactly what this means. Okay,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
good. So we'll go to number 6, please.
All right.
So we went to number 6 last time. Ye Pudgala Atta Satam Pasatta. What is this? Sangha. That is a quality of the Sangha. Now, said
Mm.
you increase you build up your noble intellectuality, reduce your speed, contain the right things like the wholesome things, the 7 factors of enlightenment or
Mm.
37 factors of enlightenment and so on, gradually, not at once, like apart from what we have studied, we said about 10 wholesome actions and 10 perfections in the
Mm.
other part, not this one, the book that we studied earlier, the essentials. So if you can recall them, you have to recall them little by little. If you are not familiar with that yet, so it's better to go and read that, please, and try to recall. If you have got question, please ask me. We can have
Mm.
another session to explain those things.
Mm.
Yeah, if you're happy to do that, I'm happy. Okay. Now, ye Pudgala Atta, this person is going to achieve 8 levels. 8 levels. I said Sotapanna. I said yesterday when I stopped that, I said something about Sotapanna. You become your own teacher. You become your own listener or the pupil or the student. So you are the teacher, you are the student, you are the listener, you are the assessor, you are everything. That is
Yeah.
Sotapanna. So
Sutapana.
you become everything about uh, enhancing or comprehending these things. Okay, you are the
Mm.
person who is comprehending, you are the person who is going to teach to you are the person going to listen to you are the person
Mm.
going to assess, you are the person going to communicate properly, whether the message is sent across to your system correctly. You assess through practice, everything is there. Sotapan is you are hearing and you are acting according to what you hear. So to hear, somebody has to tell you. So you are the teacher, you are the student, everything. You are the assessor. So it's everything is related to these 8 levels, I would say, gradually. So first
Mm.
is you are listening to you, what you have understood. It is true for any sutra, not only for this. Other sutra also you can do the same thing, then you are achieving these 8 levels. Okay, that's a standard one. Sakrudagamis, you are preparing yourself to go along this path because you have collected all the information. Now you are ready, you are equipped with everything to go ahead with this particular path.
Yeah.
Sakrudagami. Yeah. And once you have collected everything, you are you have achieved that, then you never come back. Anagamis never come back, never thinking about coming back or going backwards, never ever. That is anagami. Then that person will finally achieve the arhanship, which is the equanimity, gradual process towards equanimity.
Mm. Yeah.
Mhm. Is it clear? Is up to there? You can read through. We'll go to number 7.
Yeah, we're just discussing the 8 levels of the arhanship, and
Mhm.
yes, some nuns are doing the translation, such as Aline, yeah, she's translation, and also
Yeah,
Ellie,
yeah.
yes, yeah, because they are very specialized, yeah, in these studies. Thank you so much.
That's all right.
Now we are very clear about the meaning. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that. I'm simplifying these things. Everybody can understand because these 8 items, people
Mm,
think we can't understand. We are not set for that. No, it's so simple. Buddha said, "What's happening to us? You hear all these things, then you get used to that. Then you prepare yourself to go along this path." So
yeah.
it's easy to understand. Now it's like, if you want to go for to enjoy your whatever, you want to go to some other country, so you have to read the book about that country, then you have to understand where you are going, then you have to get prepared. It's similar to that. But this one is going towards equanimity, which is the
Yes.
which is another journey compared
Yeah,
to the
another
other
journey.
journey. Yeah, physical journeys, and this is intellectual journey. All right.
Oh, yes, yes. Hopefully we can reach that, yeah, that destination, intellectual destination
Yeah,
easily.
intellectual journey is so pleasing. The system, soothing the system, so it makes you a peaceful person, which is a great thing to achieve. Then you peacefully
Yes.
live in this world without harming yourself or harming others. That's the
Yeah.
idea of Buddha's teachings here. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. Number 7, please.
Number 7. Okay,
Yeah.
here it is.
Sange, again, Sange. Now see, Sangha, that's a quality. So the earlier one, you equipped with 8 levels. In the number 6, it says you're going to possess, that's the term, possess. You're going to possess 8 levels in your life.
Yeah.
Number 6 says you possess or you achieve Sotapanna, Sakridagami, Anagami, Arihant. So you are hearing all the things, the method. You can repeat that, you can recall that over and over again. It's so vital, so important to become a noble human being. Now,
Mm,
number 7 is again Sangha, another quality. So
yes.
Buddha is asking us to develop the qualities of Sangha
Yes.
one by one, little by little. Ye suppa yutta manasa dallena. So that means once a person yutta, it's similar. Ye suppa yutta is similar word was in uh, the previous previously studied Sutra Mahamangala. If you can remember that, I'll just
Yes.
bring
Yes.
that up.
Yes. You
Yeah,
remember.
it's not here. Yeah, Buddha said it's not that easy to develop skills in this
Yeah.
previous sutra. So, ye pudga, so it's in the previous sutra. We can come to that,
Yeah. Say,
later if you like. Yeah, we'll come to that later. You can remember I said, Buddha said it's not that easy, right?
I still remember. Yeah, maybe the verse 5 or 6. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't remember the number, but I can remember.
Mangal.
I can remember we were talking about that.
Mm, mm.
Um,
Yes, not easy. And
yeah, we'll come to that in
yeah,
a minute. Don't worry. We'll go
6.
along this. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
So no worries. Let's
We'll
go
go
ahead.
to page 32. Yeah. We'll go to page
30,
32. Yeah.
32.
Yeah.
Page 32, right?
Yeah. 31,
Okay,
32. Yeah.
32.
Yeah. That's, no, not
32.
there. 32 is number 7. Number 7 is the idea. That's right.
Oh, so you mean this one, number 7? This one?
Number 7, yeah, whatever. Number 7. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So, ye
52.
suppa yutta manasa dallena. So, if you are practicing this properly, ye suppa yutta, if you develop that skill, what happens is your internal burning is diminishing. There's no internal burning. Yesuppa yutta manasa dallena nikkamano. That's, you have to read the first line and the first word of the second line together.
Mm.
Yes.
This for the second line, this one?
Yeah, that's right. That part. Yeah, that's right. That whole
Okay.
thing means if a person is practicing this, ye suppayutta manasa dallena nikkamano. Manasa means inside the system. Dallena is that fire, the flame of the fire. Nikkamano means it's going away.
Yeah.
Then you're getting to what Buddha said, go Gotama Sasanani. So you are be with the 4 things said, used by the Buddha. That is the instructions, no, 3 things. Instructions, advisors, examples.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Buddha used three things to explain everything. So
In
Gotama Sasana is, that
instructions,
is the, what is the word?
examples.
Try try dispensation. Try dispensation. 3 dispensations of the Buddha.
Yeah, yeah.
Dispensation means the Buddha's advices, examples, and instructions. Dispensations. I hope you have got that
Yes.
correctly. Yeah. Dispensations. Yeah, that's right. Dispensations. Correct. So these are the things: instruction, advisors, and example. Very good. Well done. So that's what is called Gotama Sasanani, means that altogether. Gotama Sasanani. Buddha's advisors, examples, instructions together. So you are with that. Why? You are developing these things and reducing your burning sensations, if any. That's a quality. So you have the quality now. No matter what, I can control my sense. That's a sangha. That's why Buddha said it's a quality of a sangha. So you are
Yeah,
developing the
yeah.
quality of a sangha. That's why it says idampi sanghe ratanampani. Te patti patta amatang vighaya. The next line, third one. Patti patta means that is my policy now. There is no any other policy in this life. Te patti patta, stick to that policy. What is the policy? I'm going to practice what Buddha said up to this point. Amatang vighaya, that brings me very, very, reduction in all, reduction in all high speeds. That is what it says. All the high speeds are coming down. Te patti patta amatang vighaya. So I'm controlling myself. Then the next one says ladda muda. So I'm really, releasing my system from all the other things. Ladda muda. Now it's a freed system. It's getting close to the full nibbana, which is the full calmness, total
Mm.
calmness. So ladda means I am achieving. Muda is achieving
Vivid.
to, you know, make my system free from everything.
Yeah.
Nibba, ladda, muda, nibbuting, bunyamana. Bunyamana is, that is what I am experiencing. That is the
Mm.
benefit I got. Okay,
Yes.
that is the
Yes.
benefit
Yes.
I got. Have I got another better experiencing? That is what I'm experiencing. That is the benefit I got. That is what I achieved. You can use anything to say bujjamana, bunjamana.
Kunjamana. What does it mean?
Bunjamana means you are experiencing your internal system
Oh
without
yeah.
your with or without your knowledge. You are experiencing that. That
Yeah.
is what you have done. So that is bujjamana, the
Yeah.
calmness you experience within. Bunja is it's like your ground. Bujja means your ground inside.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
ground. You have got a
Oh.
ground here.
Okay. Ground.
Here, ground, ground, ground of a playground, playground. You know what a
Okay.
playground?
Yes, we know it.
Like the people, do the sporting playground. So it's like a playground. Your system is Buddha is comparing that to a playground. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
everything is happening inside.
Mm.
Idampi sange ratanam panita. What a situation there. So I'm becoming a sangha. Who is sangha? I'll tell you who is sangha in a minute. Okay, well explain. So Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We'll go to get the Buddha Dhamma Sangha very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to page number. Go to page number 23, please. In your one, I don't know.
23.
Yeah, I don't know if the same thing you have got. 23. Just try 23.
Okay. Here it is.
Yeah,
23.
yeah. 23. Go down, please. Little bit down.
So down, a bit down.
Yeah, yeah. Is the Buddha. The last one says the Buddha. The last paragraph. Yeah, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha respectively is explained here. Okay, what is
Mm.
Buddha? Just to remind you and just to get an idea. Then you know
Mm.
exactly where you are going to. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Buddha, accomplishment of the state of supreme serenity and
Uh,
tranquility by means of gradual development and enhancement of impartiality. I'll read that again.
mm.
Accomplishment of the state of supreme serenity and tranquility by means of gradual development and enhancement of impartiality by means of the power of the sound judgment of one's own process of the system
Mm.
works with outside. So you are learning how the outside is working with you, and you use your impartiality to deal with them, and you bring your system to the maximum calmness. That is Buddha.
Yes.
So you can explain that in very many ways. So you read that part by part. Accomplishment of the state of supreme serenity and tranquility. Kama. I would have put
Mm.
Kama. By
Mm. Yeah.
means of gradual development and enhancement of impartiality. Kama. By means of power of sound judgment. The very precise judgment of one's own process of the system, how it works with the outside world.
Mm.
So that's my experience. That is what I learned about it. It works. Okay.
Yes.
So we go to the next part, Dhamma. Okay. Buddha is that. Then we go to Dhamma, the next item. Yeah. Prescribed as the methodology and the path to establish and accomplish a neutral or natural speed. There you are.
Mm.
So prescribe the methodology and the path to accomplish or reach neutral or natural speed by containing appropriate hurt-free concepts. No
Mm.
thoughts. You're not going to contain thoughts, concepts.
No
You know the
thoughts. No,
concepts?
yeah, just
Yeah.
concept.
Concepts. It's like, the wholesome actions are concept, the perfections are concepts. They are called Kalyana Dhamma. Kalyana means bringing peacefulness to your system. So Kalyana Dhamma. It's not Dharma, it's Dhamma. People say it's Dharma, not Dharma. There's no such thing. Dhamma is the word. Within the system to live the life peacefully. So that is Dhamma. Now go to
Mm.
Sangha, the third one. So we are going to develop Buddha, then Dhamma, then Sangha, becoming Sangha. The qualities that a person would gain to possess a noble behavioral pattern of Manussanam. Manussanam means, that is the word used by the Buddha, Manussanam. Manussanam
Malusana. What
means
does
the
mean?
noble person.
A
Noble
noble
person.
person.
Manussanam.
Okay. Malus.
Manussanam, there is the opposite of Manussanam is Amanussanam.
Mm.
Manussanam is one side,
Yeah.
Amanussanam is another side. So this
Ah,
is
yeah.
Manussanam. Other one is starting with A.
Okay.
If you put a A in front of that, that is Amanussanam.
Oh,
Amanussanam means you're behaving like animals. Amanussanam. Manussanam is not behaving like animals. This
yeah.
Buddha's term. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
It,
Manussanam is that. So, by adapting to lead the life such neutral or natural speed, who is
mm.
supported by such Kalyana Dhamma, as we said in the previous one, Kalyana Dharma. Kalyana Dharma is
Yeah.
Kalyana Dhamma means the perfection, 10 perfections and the
Yeah. Okay.
10
The
perfections.
perfection.
Yeah,
Follow me.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As well as impartiality or upekka.
十多人
So I'll keep it aside. When you got time, you can read that several times, 23 and 24.
Okay, will
What
do.
that explains for Buddha Dhamma Sangha, that is what we are going to reach in this particular sutra. So this is the
All right.
introduction. This is in the introduction of this sutra. We'll come to that at the end. Okay,
Okay.
number 7. Number 8, please.
Number 8.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to go any further. Number 8 is the last one to discuss today. Number 8.
Okay. Number 8.
Mhm.
Sangha again.
Yatinda kilo pataving sitosia. Okay. Sound is very similar if you look at this way. Patavi.
Hmm?
We come across the term Patavi.
Patavin. What does
Yeah,
mean?
Patavi, not the entire word, half of that word.
Ah,
Patavi, not N,
T
without N, Patavi. Patavi
N.
is Apo Tejo Vayo Patavi. Apo
Ah,
Tejo Vayo Patavi is vibration. It's the what
wow.
vibration.
Vibration. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, compression, squeezing, warming up, and vibration. Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo.
Why vibration? Yeah,
Yeah, because
vibration.
people say Pataviapo Tejo Vayo is the water, gas, and these things like that. The flesh and this and that, or the stiff ones or the strong ones. No, this compression, uh, you know, Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo. So that's the Vayo. The Patavi is compression. Compression,
Mm.
Patavi is Pat, Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo. So Patavi is compression, but compression leads to vibration. So it's now see. So if you say Patavi, it won't stop there. Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo. So it's going along
Ah,
that direction. So you can combine all together for Pataving. Pataving is that.
yeah,
Patavi is
okay.
compression,
Vibration.
of course. Patavi is compression. Then you get
Oh.
warming up. Then
Compression.
yeah, and squeezing, warming up, and vibration. So Patavi
Okay.
is compression.
Okay, compression. Okay, no worries.
Compression leads to vibration. We can put it like that way. So it's either you take it as compressing the particles of the system, and while that is happening, little by little, you get the vibration.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's yatinda kilo pataving sitosya. So that means that person's is a hidden particles within our system are gradually undergoing these situations. Now this person is not experiencing such hurtful things
Yes.
because this person is building up the Buddha, then Dhamma and Sangha, all three uh,
Yin, Jian.
noble qualities.
Three noble qualities.
So that person is not going to get hurtful situation like yatin the kilo. That means yatin the kilo. It's sitting there earlier and giving trouble, as tiny things. Now they are not cropping up. Now see if you read the translation, how this person has acquainted with skills to reduce
Mm.
excessive speed derives through the hidden,
Yeah.
tiny, residual elements or thoughts which are sitting there in the past.
Mm.
They are not coming. Now see, as I said, it's you're not allowing the past problems to hurt you.
Yeah. Reduce expenses rather through hidden
Therefore,
time.
certainly be able to minimize the prevent the adverse and destructive vibrations. When I say vibrations, Campio. Campio is vibration. Now see, so it's starting with Patavi, ending up at Campio. So it's
Uphill. Oh, yeah.
Atinda kilo Pataving Sitosia, Chatubbi Vatehi Asampa Campio. So actually these two lines, Buddha is talking about compression, squeezing, warming up, and vibration. All
Yeah,
four
yeah.
included, as I said. Now, see, starting with that is ending up at that. So it's Patavi Apo Tejo Vayu. All
Mm.
right, makes sense? So it's
Yes.
no more such bad behavior in the system. No more that type of hurtful actions are taking place in the particles of the system due to previously, settled or settled very very tiny things as residues in the system. So that now see when we create thoughts, the parts of the thoughts are sitting there. That's why we recall sometimes that fellow scolded at me, that fellow is not good, this is a good fellow, and all sort of things are sitting there.
Yes.
So they
So
prop
many
up when you see them,
judgments.
they prop up
Yeah.
suddenly. If you see the
Okay.
person that you don't like, that tiny little thing sitting there props up and bring another
Yes.
thought against that person.
Yeah.
So
So many such principles.
sometimes
Yes.
we might tend to shout at that person.
Yeah.
We might say something to that person. Buddha says if that comes, just ignore. Not to retaliate, just ignore.
Ignore.
Mm.
Yes.
Just to ignore if that happens. Buddha says now how to ignore. Now say we are still not come to that higher level to control ourselves. Sometimes it props up. Then when it props up, after learning all this, use that ability to watch what is happening. Just quietly watch. Then what will happen is the warmness or the vibration which is coming up through that particular thing which has propped up, is going to gradually diminish without doing anything. Don't do anything, just watch yourself.
Yeah.
That's the Buddha's
Watch.
advice. Just keep on watching.
Okay.
Okay,
Observing.
I got an
Keep
angry
on
thought here. I can
watching.
see that person has come, which I don't want to see again. He has come. Then what you can do is either you can ignore, just go and do something else, or just watch what that thought is going to do to me. Then the thought, you are looking at the thought, not the person. You are watching at the thought through your system. That's the intuitive wisdom. That's called
Yeah.
intuitively. Intuitively, you are looking at it. When you're looking at it intuitively, then that thought is going
Intuitively.
to go away from you.
Intuitively. What does intuitively mean?
Intuitively means it's hidden, without, it's not visible.
Yeah.
Not
Okay, I see.
visible, not visible, non-visible.
Not visible. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
visible. It's hidden there, hidden there. Now you never thought when this person comes, I get angry because that is not your fault. It is what is sitting there comes out. Buddha says it is not the individual's fault. It is not our fault. Our fault here is we are keeping that in our mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
So
pay
we
more
are,
attention to it.
yeah, we are allowing that to come out. So we are
Yeah.
keeping that to use by the
Mm.
system. So don't keep it to use by the system. Just ignore.
Yeah.
That's the advice given by the Buddha. If you get a bad thought, or if you get a if you get a thought to do something, you just watch it, and it will go away in its own without doing
Mm.
anything. People think when you get a bad thought, you have to bring good thoughts, good thoughts, good thoughts, over and over again. No, that doesn't work. Because bad thought will come again some other day.
Yeah.
Now, see, technique is different. The the technique the Buddha's technique is different to the normal things that we do. The normal procedure that we learn. So if you go to a psychologist might say if you get an angry thought, just bring good thoughts. No, that doesn't work. No. You have to ignore.
Yeah,
Ignore.
ignore. Yeah, ignore. Yes.
Okay,
Ignore
so
is good.
everything English, if you ignore, then you are asking your system to ignore whenever it comes again and again. Whenever it comes, you have practice how to ignore. That practice would come up rather than the the bad seed sitting there in the system. So that can come. So your practice is going to overcome that problem. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that practice is the practice Buddha said. So to become a sangha, so no vibration, no this. Now, why Buddha said these things in this sutra? Okay, go to the situation. Yani the bhutani samagatani. Bhuta means 4 items. So this is the point at number 8. This person is going to eradicate, entirely wipe out the bhuta from the system. So that is
Mm.
Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. These are the 4 elements that this Sangha is going to wipe out from the system. Can you can
Mm.
you can you see the first one and the eighth one, please?
The first one, you like us to you check
Go
the
to the
first
first
one?
one. Go to the first one.
First
Yeah. Go to the
one.
first one.
I will go to the first one.
Yeah.
The
Well, not
first
the
one.
first one. That is yeah. That's the first one. Yani the bhutani samagatani. 4 negative energies.
Oh, sorry.
4 negative energies. What are they? Compression, squeezing. You see,
Warm up.
Yeah, it's given in the next one, I think. Second one explains that. Tasmai bhuta nisameta sabbe. I think the second one explains that. For bhuta. What is bhuta? Should be somewhere written. Now go to number 2. Explanation of number 2, please. Should be
Number
somewhere.
2 explanation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It should be somewhere. Didn't I write that?
Yeah, yeah.
Bhuta.
Meththa,
Meththa is what you have to do.
solution.
Yeah, the bhuta is 4 items: compression, squeezing. Should be somewhere in this sutra or some other sutra. Maybe some other sutra I explained, because of that I didn't write it here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
You have
But
explained, yeah, you have explained it in the introduction.
yeah, in the introduction I explained. I think I have written somewhere, but not here. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But you know what
yeah,
they are? They are compression, squeezing, warming up, and vibration. Now, this
vibration.
is happening all the time in our system. Okay, it should
Yes.
be in the introduction. Yeah, as you said, should be in the introduction. We'll check that later. Okay?
Oh, yes, yes. And yeah, the first verse you did it. You just write it here for negative energies, but you explained it orally
Yeah, yeah. But it should be somewhere in the, I think
in
in
this
the
book. Yes.
introduction or somewhere.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
should be somewhere. Yeah,
Mm.
we'll find out. Don't worry. But you know what they are. But you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what they are. That's the important thing. You know, I have repeated that several times in the other sutra also. Okay?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So you can find it out. Anyway, so now this is Chatu Dhatu. Chatu Dhatu means that. So it's the here number 8. When it comes to number 8,
Mm?
that Sangha, number 8 Sangha, is going to wipe out that 4 negative energies completely from the system.
Yeah.
Yapinda kilo pataving sitosya chatubbi vatehi asampakampyo. No effect at all vibration. When there is no vibration, that means patavi apo teja is gone. Compression, squeezing, uh,
Well,
warming up, gone. Because when the vibration is gone, all the other things are
all
gone
the,
as well.
yes, yes, yes.
That is what Buddha says. Yatinda kilo pataving sitosya chatubbi vate yasampa kampyo chatupa mansam puisang vadami. So again, that person is telling to that person, what a wonderful situation that I am at now.
Yes.
What a wonderful experience that I am. So refrain from the attraction and retraction. So there is no karma, towards various substances of the world. Non-attachment policy with power helps this person to achieve what? The next line says, Ye ariya satchani aveccha passati. That means the 4 noble truths are getting closer to this person. Ye ariya
Yes.
satchani. Ariya satcha is 4 noble truths. Ariya
I
satcha is
think
4, I have written that. So in the second paragraph, last line, Arya
such
Satya means 4 noble truths. Arya Satya.
Ariya Sachani for
Arya
noble truth.
Satya. Yeah.
Okay.
Avejja Passati. So Passati means is getting closer, is touching. This
Uh,
person is touching the 4 noble truths now. Because
thank
no,
you.
until you take out your compression, squeezing, warming up, and the vibration in the system, you're not going to touch the 4 noble truths.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what Buddha says here.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So now see Arya Satya. Now I am going to explain what Arya Satya is in very briefly. Arya Satya, two sounds, Arya Satya.
Arya Satya. Oh.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
sounds, not one. It's called Arya Satya because these Buddha's words.
Arya
No?
Satya.
Yeah, when
Okay.
you say Four Noble Truths, that's English, not Buddha's terms. Four Noble Truths. That doesn't make any sense, actually speaking. You have to use the Arya Satya. That's
Mm.
that's why
Arya.
I don't like to use the English terms given by somebody because
Just like
because
similar.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have written that because some people find it hard to understand. They think, what is this Arya Satya? But I would
Arya Satya.
yeah, I would like to explain Arya Satya rather than no Four Noble Truths. Anyway,
Mm.
Arya Satya is this. Arya is one word, Satya is another. It's a beautifully explained by the Buddha. Arya
Yeah.
is Arya is there are two words,
Four.
Arya and Anarya. One is
Ah.
Arya, other one is Anarya. This one is
Ah.
Arya. Okay, Arya, other one is Anarya. Anarya.
Ah.
Anarya and Arya. I'll write it to you.
Arya. Arya. Okay. Satya.
Arya, first one is Arya, short in form. That's the
Mm-mm.
one. Arya.
Arya.
Yeah,
Arya.
yeah. Other one is Anarya.
Anarya. Ah. Arya. Anarya.
Yeah, you have to remember these two, please.
Mm.
Arya and Anarya. Arya is
Choose.
Arya,
And choose.
Arya is certainly you can eradicate Arya.
Uh,
100% sure you can eradicate this. I'm explaining a method where you can eradicate the sufferings. Arya means sure, 100% sure. Buddha says
100% sure.
100% it works. Arya. Satya means truthfully. Satya means truthfully. Truthfully,
Truthfully.
yeah, truthfully. T-R-U, truth,
Satyani.
one second, truthfully.
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 Yes.
Okay, that's the one.
Mm.
Truthfully. Arya means 100% sure I can eradicate the sufferings. Arya Satya.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Anarya is you can't. Anarya is the right opposite of Arya.
Ah.
You can't. Anarya is no can't. This one is Arya.
Mm.
So certainly you can eradicate your suffering. So the Sangha, at this stage, this particular Sangha quality allows this person to number 8 here. Number 8, this particular Idampi Sangha, that great Sangha can realize how important and how effective this uh, truthful system
Mm.
to certainly eradicate the suffering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that person is touching that. It's not achieved, it's not fully
Achim.
comprehended, just touching
Yeah,
that after coming to this level.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's still not fully comprehended or done. Still is
Mm.
going.
Yes.
So I'll just touch the next one. I don't want to go to that. Just go to the number 8 and 9. Just go to number 9, please, before we stop. I want to go to the
Okay.
first line of that. First line of that.
First line. This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Now see, it has got the same thing. Arya Satya. No, first line. First,
I
first
Arya
line only.
Satya. Arya
Satyam.
Satya.
Ye Arya Satyani Vibhavayanti. So then, now see, number 8 says, this person is touching that Arya Satya,
Mm.
truthfully eradicatable, method. Arya Satya, 100% you can eradicate your sufferings. Then
Mm.
what the number 9 says, this person has developed that Buddha, the intellectuality, the calmness, everything is there to ye arya satchani vibhavayanti. Vibhavayanti means to assess, to examine, deeply, extensively examine this Arya Satya. This person is at that stage now. That is what it says in number 9. So number 8 says is touching that. Number 9 says he's starting to analyze that and
Yeah,
examine
analyze.
that. He has got the power. Then when he does that, Gambira, next line, Gambira Panyena Sudesitani. That great intellectuality develops more and more. So I don't want to go any further with that. So just touching that number 9 against Idampi Sange,
Mm.
number 9. So you can see the relationship between that and this is number 8. Please remember that is the turning point to become a Sangha who has eradicated that, the Chatudhatu or the
Chatudhatu.
Chatudhatu or the
All the suffering.
compression, squeezing, Pataviapo Tejo Vayo, or
Mm.
in other words, the Bhuta. Bhuta. The first term
Mm.
is Bhuta. So that is the
Yes.
turning point at 8.
Yeah.
Then it goes to 14 verses, still not come. So we can
Yeah.
see, I'm just trying to elaborate how beautifully Buddha has presented this.
You like I asked to go to 14?
So we are going to 14 to finish it, but not yet.
Oh, not yet.
14 items are there. Actually
Oh,
17,
yeah.
but 14
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So,
What?
so now see, these still 8. Then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you have to go to a couple of items. I explained 14th one, but up to
You
13,
have.
the Sangha.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
already.
I'm happy with that? Up to there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very happy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll repeat that, because when we repeat, we feel that calmness within us. When you read this,
Exactly.
when you go through this several times, that's why I said I used to read from my head, from my memory. I used to
Mm,
recall this sutra every here and now. I used to tell
mm.
others, please read this and understand Ratana Sutra, which is a wonderful, thing to do every day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very pleasing, very pleasing, very,
Yes.
yeah. And I think I'm very lucky to get the real meaning of this one.
Yeah.
Because this real meaning makes us happy. Happy means, calm. I
Yes.
said, and me and my wife put a lot of effort to
Yes. Thank you
find
so
out
much.
the line of thinking of this sutra. Now see, people feel like listening to this because it's every verse is linked to each other, cause and effect.
Mm. Yes. Cause and effect.
So, all right, if you're happy, I would like to tell you something to do until you come tomorrow. Please go through
Mm.
the Buddha Dhamma Sangha in page
20,
32, no, 20,
24?
22, 23, sorry, 23 and
22.
24 explains Buddha
Okay.
Dhamma Sangha very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, okay. Thank you.
And come equip with that tomorrow so that we can go from there.
Okay.
All right.
All
Happy with
right.
that?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
I'll go through this again and again, because then you get a great understanding. All right. Okay. If
Yes.
you're happy with that, we'll stop it at this point. Thank you so much for listening, everybody.
Thank you, actually. Yeah, thank you. And Dr. Mrs. Bodhi for your
Thank you very
efforts
much. Yeah,
and
I'll
contribution.
let her know. I'll
Thank you.
convey the message. Yeah, thank you so much. All the best. See you
all the
tomorrow.
best. Good night. See
Good
you
night. Yeah,
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow.